Shalom, sisters. I hope all is well. Today's video is I'm gonna just go with the spirit, because I just woke up feeling this morning that like a lot of sisters, based off of the posts that I read on Facebook and sisters that I know, like a lot of sisters are going through it spiritually, and you gotta really stay strong, and you gotta really gird up your loins and recognize when you're being spiritually attacked. And I know it's hard. It could be hard for us. Like at times, I don't know when I'm getting spiritually attacked, but sometimes it'll be hard to shake that spirit. And the only way that you can really shake that spirit is if you rebuke it. You gotta rebuke that spirit and be like, I'm stronger than this. I'm stronger than this spirit that's trying to bring me down, that's trying to make me feel this certain type of way. You really gotta rebuke that spirit. You know what I mean? You gotta throw some prayers up, and most importantly, you gotta fast. And I think that's a lot of people's problems, is that a lot of the times we like to hesitate on fasting or procrastinate on fasting, say, oh well, I'll do it tomorrow, and tomorrow go by and you forget all about it because you had so much going on. But just like, okay, I'm gonna fast right now. I'm gonna just start right now, and then I'll end it. Even though I think it's good to do fast when the sun go down, then when the sun rises, like at the beginning of the day, and then end it at the end of the day. But say you really going through something. So say you want to start your fast. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon now. You start your fast at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you end it at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Get your whole 24 hours in, a whole is that right? Yeah, a whole 24-hour fast if you can. Like, we can't really hesitate. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. What? Mind your business. Talking about what am I doing? Yeah, you just want to make sure that you on it, because that can hinder, you not, Salaki, he made me lose my train of thought. But when you procrastinate on fasting, that can hinder your spiritual growth too, because the Most High, he want to see us fasting and afflicting our souls for him, to get, whether it be if you fasting to get a better understanding, or whether it be you fasting to, get certain spirits away from you, or whatever it is that you're working on. The Most High, put your prayer, it's like your prayer is under a magnifying glass, and the Most High can really help you by fasting and praying. And then you got to think about it. If you are a married sister, sometimes it's like Satan will try to get to us first, like he did when Adam and Eve. They'll try to get to us first. Them spirits will try to get to us first, because we're the weaker, we're the weaker vessel. So they'll try to get to us first, then, put us in a bad spirit, then try to get to our husband. Next thing you know, you're arguing with your husband or something. So, and say you doing good. It could be the opposite way too. Say you doing good, but your husband is, going through a lot, but he might not be telling you whatever he is going through, and you see that he's going through something. You can't get mad at him. I always tell people, and I always tell sisters, that it's not y'all, you versus him. It's y'all two spirits, because y'all are one flesh, versus that one spirit that's trying to come in and attack y'all. So I always feel like it's a spiritual attack, when you have disagreements with your husband, because the Most High says that it's a beautiful thing when a man and a wife agree, a man and a wife agree together. So, when Satan, he'll try to come in and try to stop y'all from agreeing, and you'll have arguments, which is natural. It's not, it's not natural to argue, but it's not, you're going to have disagreements in a relationship. You're going to have, I feel like you should do this, and it's going to be things like that naturally. Like, we're human, but you have to figure out how to go about things righteously. So if you do see like your husband is upset, and your husband is, not the same, and you really got to pray for your husband and fast for him. That's the most important thing that you can do. And I'm going to probably keep saying that throughout the whole video. Just pray and fast. You got to pray for your husband and fast for him. And I really feel like that's truly a beautiful thing in the Most High's eyes, to see, a wife that cares so much about her husband that, she's even fasted for him and praying for him when he's going through whatever tribulation that he's going through. Because a lot of men won't be open to say, oh, hey, I'm going through this, and hey, I'm going through that, because they're the head, so they want to keep it together and not have you worry about their problems. So they're going through things too, so you have to pray and fast for them. And then likewise, you have to ask your husband to pray and fast for you, and then y'all do spiritual fasts together. That's the best way. I feel like that's the best way to defeat a spirit. Because, as soon as you start fasting, as soon as you know what I mean, it's like a spiritual cleanse. And that feels good. So, don't get, I know this captivity bring a lot of us sisters down. I know a lot of sisters feel like they don't really know what their role is, or they don't really have a place. And, you got sisters that's married, and some sisters still feel the same way, like, everything's all about the men, and what about us, and all I do is stay at home, or I do this. You can't really think like that. Just think that, the Most High put you in whatever position that you in for a reason. If you're a single Israelite woman, Most High will bless you with a husband, one day, Lord willing. And if you're a married woman, the Most High blessed you with a husband. So you just got to really just be happy with everything that you have. Pretty much. You got to be happy and rejoice in every estate that the Most High put you in. So, it's no point, we're going to get down in this captivity. We're going to be feeling, the Most High look, we got a role. Our role is to be strong for the nation, whether it is, sister, you asking sisters, say you a sister, right? And you make it your job to, say you feel like you can't do nothing, for the nation or whatever. Say you make it your job as a sister just to reach out. Not say you can't do nothing. Say you feel like you don't have a job or anything. Say you reach out to sisters and just ask them how they're doing. Say you text us or send a scripture to a sister every single morning. Say, or on a Sabbath or something like that. You can try to always uplift your sisters. You can always ask sisters if they need help with anything, or brothers if they need help with anything. Like, I know a sister like that in our congregation just always wants to help and stuff. Like, charity, that's a real good way, to help Israel. I'm trying to think, y'all. I said I was just going to let this video flow. I don't really have a topic, but I just know, we going through it. Sisters are going through it. Brothers are going through it. We under spiritual attack. We getting real close. It's like, and it's kind of like, dang, you don't know how long we're going to be here. Nobody knows how long we're going to be here. So it's like, we really got to just stay strong. Stay strong. It's like, I kind of like to think of it this way. Like, the wall of Jerusalem is being built. And it's like, we are a part of that wall. So when we, crumble and fall, that wall, and I'm pretty sure it's a scripture on that. I just can't think of it. But when we crumble and fall, we messing up the whole nation, because we all need each other to be right so we can get out of this captivity. So we really got to stay strong, and we really got to gird up our loins, and whatever the Most High, gave to us, we really got to be content. And I have a video about that, about Sarah, our foremother. She was real content with she was content. I'm pretty sure she was still, she might have been down about it, sad about it when she couldn't have, when she was in barren. But she was content with a lot of things, and it never really says that she complained about anything. So I mean, sisters, we gotta be the same way, and we really gotta be as strong as we can be in this captivity, because you gotta think about it. If you can't handle little situations now, I'm not gonna say little, because people go through different. If you can't handle a situation that the Most High, gives to you now, how do you expect to handle, the very last days? How do you expect to handle, Lord forbid this happens to any sisters, but being put in a concentration camp, or watching people you love being put to death and stuff like that. Not saying that don't give your mind over to heaviness, but if you can't handle the little basic things, you got to think about, are you going to be able to handle what's going to happen in the last days? Are you going to be able to handle when all hell breaks loose? So you got to be able to, to gird up your loins and say, whatever it is that I'm going through now, it's nothing compared to what Israel is about to go through, in the very last of days. And that, like the scriptures say in Proverbs, that she'll rejoice in her time to come. So pretty soon, we'll be rejoicing in the kingdom and in the wilderness, the Lord willing. We'll be rejoicing. We'll be happy. We'll have everything, every little thing that you want, every little thing that you need. You're going to have it. You're not going to be worrying about nothing, stressing out about nothing, So just, that's always a good scripture to meditate on. We're going to rejoice in our time, in our time to come. So that's what I like to think about. Pretty soon, this place is going to be burnt down. We're going to be chilling, with our children, our husband, and, our sisters and our family. So, you really try not to give your mind over to heaviness in this captivity. And always have faith, pray, fast. If you're going through stuff with your husband, ask your husband, to fast and pray with you. And then secretly, I don't want to say secretly, but can't you? I don't want to say secretly, like you doing something behind your husband's back, but pray for your husband. Pray for your husband, fast for your husband, fast for your children, pray for your children. Even the nation, even the brothers that go out and teaching and stuff, you got to think about, they probably go through the most and don't tell nobody because they can't really, it's like they really got to hold it together for everybody, And it's like Satan going to try to get to them and, just so they don't have to go out and, so brothers be getting sifted out, so brothers can't teach no more. I seen a video, brothers taking down, they pages of them teaching and stuff, like, so, it's a lot going on in Israel. It's a lot of spirits out here trying to attack us, so you really got to stay spiritually girded up in His truth, and Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You got to have faith, and you got to pray, and you got to endure to the end so you can be saved. What else? Don't give your mind over to heaviness. Even if you got to go on a fast, and you feel like, some sisters that may be spiritually strong, or if you feel like they're spiritually strong, or if you feel like y'all are going through the same thing, hit the sister up and ask her if she can fast or pray for you, etc., or help you. Like, we supposed to be nation building, so if you feel like you're going through something, it shouldn't be nothing to really reach out to a sister and to ask a sister, even if you're not really, you don't even really talk to her like that, or whatever, but if you feel like, if you see a sister and you feel like, hey, you know what, I feel like maybe, you see her post something and it's something similar to what you going through, don't be afraid to reach out to that sister, be like, hey, shalom, sis, I'm not trying to be nosy or anything, but I saw, you posted something that, I'm going through now at the moment. Would you like to fast on it? Would you like to pray on it? And then, after our fast, we can go over some scriptures that we, that we meditated on and help us through whatever it is, that spirit that was trying to trouble us. And that's a beautiful thing. Like, I just got happy thinking about it. That's real beautiful. So, when you're going through stuff, don't be afraid to let somebody know. Don't be afraid to let somebody know. I can't stress that enough. Not everybody, and I feel like, Instagram, sometimes, that's why I kind of like getting on Facebook. Now I'm just talking, y'all, but sometimes that's why I like getting on Facebook, because I feel like on Instagram, it's more so people try to paint their, like, perfect facade of, like, oh, I'm like, how can I put this? You can't really tell what people are going through because they don't leave statuses. They can leave little messages on their little snap story, but I like Facebook because people bringing out scriptures and people saying, oh, I'm going through this, that, and the third. I don't know. I think I like Facebook more because you can really just see what's going on with your nation and everything like that. But with Instagram, it's all kind of like smiles and I'm happy, but we all going through it. Ain't nobody, look, you will be fake as hell to act like you, the Most High, not bringing you through no type of situation that you got to work on, that you not going through any type of spiritual battle, because we all going through it. So that's why I kind of like Facebook, because people be keeping it a little bit more real on there, you know, as far as like expressing themselves. Let me just say, I like when people express themselves on Facebook, because you get to see where Israel at, and you really get to see, you know, what you need to pray for your nation. As far as Instagram, you can't really do that, so you really don't really know what, now unless people posting their snaps, like I said, what sisters are going through or whatever. But it's social media anyway. But yeah, you gotta really, you know, reach out to sisters and you know, build them up through the spirit. And I think, y'all, that's pretty much it, because I almost lost my I got so many thoughts going through my head, I can't even think about what I was about to say next. But anyway, y'all, sisters, I think that's pretty much it. Just really stay strong in the spirit. Don't let these spirits bring you down. Just don't. As soon as you feel like a spirit get to you, really try to rebuke that spirit. Be like, look, listen, here's an example. Let's say your kids just spilled smeared toothpaste. The thought of this is making me mad. But say your kids, smeared toothpaste all over the sofa, the carpet. You come in the room after you just vacuumed, you cleaned up, and you like, oh wait, you just and then then your husband track a whole bunch of dirt in the house, or let's just say, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of a scenario that would make a sister mad. So say you in a position where you get upset, or say you going through, it's so much, it's like a plethora of spirits trying to attack people. You know, sisters could be going through having anger spirits, jealousy spirits, spirits that feel like they need materialistic stuff, spirits where they're not content with what they have, whatever type of spirit that you dealing with. Whatever type of spirit you're dealing with, look, y'all, I'm trying to get to the point. So whatever type of spirit you're dealing with, you got to be like, hey, wait a minute, hold on. You know how you be ready to fight somebody? You got to be like, no, wait, hold on. Back up and get away from me. In the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, I'm going to have to ask you to depart out of my house. You got to really stand firm and be like, you got to call the spirit out. You got to call the spirit out and be like, I need you to back away from me right now. Like, get out. I don't have time for you, not today. You really got to stand your ground, and you really got to be like, no, hold on. You got to be like, hold on, everybody. Let's say a prayer, because we're being spiritually attacked right now, okay? You know, your kids might be like, what is she talking about? But they're going to understand in the future when they, you know, they're going to know that, oh, okay, I remember my mother used to hold it down when she was getting spiritually attacked. You got to really put your foot down and say, look, I need you to leave. Get out of here. I don't have time for it. Not today, y'all. Not today. Not today. All right? So you got to really rebuke a spirit in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and really keep it moving. Pretty much that's all you can do. You know, bring a scripture out. You know, that's all you can really do. Hey, let a sister know, like, dang, or pray to the Most High, like, man, I almost got spiritually attacked today. Hey, can you say a prayer for me? Tell your husband, can you say a prayer for me? Because I feel like these spirits trying to attack me, or, you know, whatever. Just like, can you say a prayer? All right? That's all you got to do. And I feel like it's easier, you know, it's easier. Sometimes it can be easier said than done, but that's why I say gird up your loins, because you really got to be strong enough to recognize and say, hey, you know what? No, I'm not dealing with you today. I'm not dealing with you. You need to go somewhere else. I'm not dealing with you. And you got to pray wherever you go, because say you go to the grocery store and you're dealing with a cashier, and cashier might be having a shitty day, and you're dealing with your cashier, and cashier bringing you mad at the cashier because she getting an attitude with you, and you like, you know what you, and then now you got that same spirit on you. Or you could be standing in line next to somebody that hate their brother in their heart, hate their sister in their heart. That spirit might try to jump on you, and then you get mad at a sister for no reason. And you know, so you gotta be you gotta have spiritual discernment and be circumspect wherever you at, whether it be the grocery store, whether it be you at the mall, wherever you at. When I leave this house, and I be telling my husband too, I'm like, look, when you be at work, you gotta, I'm not saying like I be bossing him around or nothing, but I be telling him like it's important to like pray and fast and try to pray those spirits off of you. Be like, look, when you go to work or when you about to go wherever you about to go, throw up a prayer, and then when you leave, and then while you in there, so when you go somewhere, then when you in there, and when you about to leave, throw up a prayer and ask the Most High to not allow any spirits to come into you and come into your house. And even when somebody come over your house, because the scripture says, let not every man in your house, and it says that for a reason. Even when people come into your house, you got to pray beforehand. Yahweh Shem Yahushua, may you please not allow any spirits to come into my house. Then when they leave, same thing. Then when you're around them, the same thing. So that's being spiritually circumspect. And you gotta be aware of these spirits that's gonna try to attack you, and you gotta rebuke them. Because ultimately, that's what trickles down to, the arguments with your husband or an argument with a sister. It's just a spirit. Because we all one body. Israel, we all one body. Just like you and your husband, y'all one flesh. So we all one body. So it's always us versus that spirit trying to attack us. So, that's the best way I can put it, y'all. I'm about to finish doing what I got to do. Whew, this was 21 minutes of me talking. So, Lord willing, it's helped a sister in any type of way. Stay strong in the faith. Don't give up. Constantly pray. Even like I said in one of my last videos, if you got to set a reminder on your phone to pray, every hour or whatever it may be, do what you got to do to help you and your family, sit down and pray together. And and even encourage your husbands. Your husbands are the head of the household as well, as we all know. But even encourage your husband. Say, hey, do you think we could pray a little bit more with the kids? Or hey, do you think that we can read a little bit more to the kids? Or whatever the case may be. If you just, man, that's so dope to me. That's so righteous. You're supposed to build your husband up like that and build your children up. And I really feel like the Most High really looks at a woman like that and has favor on her. So that's just my opinion. But you look at the well to the ways of your household. That's a prime example. So you gotta go hard for your family and your sister and for the nation of Israel, and just constantly stay prayed up. And Lord willing, y'all stay strong and y'all really gird up y'all loins and really meditate on that scripture. Because that's important. You gotta really gird yourself up in this truth. Because if you're not girded up, Satan gonna be throwing spiritual, what is it called? What's I about to say? You're going throwing spirits at you. Evil spirits at you, and you're gonna be attacked because you're not girded up. You know what I mean? So stay strong in the truth. May may Yahweh Shem Yahushua continue to bless y'all. So like after y'all families and to the kingdom come, stay prayed up. All right, shalom, sisters.